G'day folks, it's your boy Tomko Chan here again with another video. We're doing a live duel today, me and my friend Skex. I got him on the mic today. Say hi, mate.
Hello.
Yeah, we're both here doing a commentary on a duel that we did a couple of weeks ago now. It's going to be Myutant versus Zoodiac, so I won't keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's jump straight into it. Alright, so here we have it here on VLC Media Player. Let's jump in. I've sped it up to about 175% because this game did take us, an hour or so to play. But as we can see here, I believe you on the dice roll, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it looks like it, and I went first.
Indeed, indeed. So what does the mutant archetype do going first?
Makes mutant beast.
That's it?
That's about it. Sets mutant cry.
What does beast do again?
Beast will negate a spell and banish it.
That's not bad. That's like...
But he has to banish something from hand or field for cost.
Ah, righto. Okay, cool. So what's the one you're activating here? The one that I'm going to Velo, it looks like.
Oh god, I can't read him. It would be either the monster search or the spell and trap search. And Veiler is terrible for him.
Yeah.
So Ash is not bad, but Veiler
because you can play through Ash.
Yeah, Ash is better.
Because then you can activate it after, can't you? Banish.
Yeah, because it's got a second effect.
So that kind of ruined your day, doesn't it? Spew it.
Yes, the mutants, yeah, they rely on that normal summon. You stuff up that normal summon, and that's pretty much it. That's the turn. It is pass.
Fair enough. Alright, looks like I'm going to normal summon Zoodiac Thoroughblade here. And it wouldn't surprise me if I, go into Borbo just so I can attack direct. And then make Zeus during main phase 2 by the look of it, unless your back row is going to stop me. Doesn't look likely. I'm going to attack straight into it. There you go. Alright, so you're going to cop a little bit of damage here. Nothing too serious. And
I can't remember what I had.
it was probably a cry or the continuous trap, I think.
I think it might have been continuous trap, but I think I might have activated it in end phase.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yep, that's correct.
There we go.
Yeah, so what does the continuous trap do?
So it'll special summon one of my little guys in the tank there.
Oh yeah, one of the active floaters.
Yeah, and then on summon, they get their search.
Oh, sweet. So it's a bit of it's like a slow archetype, but once it gets rolling, it's pretty beastly, to be honest.
Absolutely. If I had a little bit extra, yeah, it'll be really strong to set up on that turn 1.
Yeah.
But if it's allowed to go off, it should win most of the time, I think.
Jeez. There you go.
Because it's got a lot of negates. It's the Ultimus is awesome, and then it's got pops.
It's like an Omni, isn't it? As long as you banish from the grave the correct material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a Macabre, but banishes from grave instead of sends from hand.
And then you can recycle those resources later, which is pretty good as well.
Yep.
Alright, so you're going to summon another one of these little floaty boys.
Right, so I'm guessing I've got an M and an ST,
okay.
So I can search. To use 2 different effects then.
Yep.
Like just one effect on each one.
Oh, so the like the tribute for cost and send to grave is an individual effect as well, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, I'm pointing at things.
I think you're probably explaining the cards to me, deciding if I want to react, and I am going to react with Zeus, I think, so you can't tribute them for cost by the look of it. Trying to make my life a little bit easier here.
So, yeah, you would have gone chain link to Zeus to clear my field, but I still got the search. Is that what happened?
Yeah, the search will still resolve on summon. Which is good news for you, mate.
Ooh, what did I take? I took a monster. It would have been another little one.
Yeah.
I guess it would have been the ST. There we go. I activated the field spell.
So that's special summons from hand?
Yeah, or banished. So if one of the little ones are banished, I can special summon it, or from hand. So there we go. There's a special summon in defense.
Yep.
and I think
You get the
I'll
search
get
off
the
that too.
search. Yep.
Yeah, so definitely not a terrible archetype. And I remember discussing this field spell, and you saying that a lot of people
Oh no.
they don't play it, which I don't understand
Uh,
why. It completely unbricks your hand. It puts back the
yeah,
little 8s. You get to draw one. It special summons from hand. Like it's a double summon.
it's. I think initially just people hated it because it doesn't summon from deck. Like
Because
most,
yeah, okay.
like, or search the deck. Like all the good field spells do that.
Yeah,
So this is crap because it doesn't do what the other good field spells do.
yeah, that's fair enough. Ooh, okay. So
But
you
it is
want
good
to
for the
send
arc.
that to that's to the bottom of the deck, isn't it? That level 8, the arsenal.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think I shuffled because I realized I didn't shuffle after I searched, and
indeed.
so
Will he draw something that he needs?
and I like that. That yeah, you can shuffle any mutant and draw a card. It's a good effect.
It's a very good effect. Very good effect.
Even if the off chance you draw like 3 of the little ones, you can shuffle one, something like that. I don't know.
Ooh, tactics! You're so rich, man.
So, yeah.
I don't have this card.
You get Zeus. It's
Yeah, I got
tactics
Zeus.
versus Zeus.
It's very good versus Zeus, I must say.
It's good card versus good card.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed. I don't know if I chain here. I suppose I almost have to, don't I? In case you take my my own Zeus and then you can use it against me, because you can still activate their effects, can't you? Oh, I'm not going to.
Yeah, you gave it to me, and I put it in attack.
Yeah, getting beat down by my own card. So you're gonna tribute
Okay,
the
so
card.
so yeah, I think it's activating the effect to tribute that, banish the ash.
And is it banish
and-
any card from hand?
Yeah, any card,
Mm.
and then depending on what type of card it is, you summon one of the level 8s. So, because if you banish a monster, you get the beast. If you banish a trap, you get the arsenal. If you banish a
Okay.
spell, you get the mist.
Ah.
So you can banish the fields, something on field as well, to do
Oh,
the.
that's quite good too. So I mean, the field spell has pretty much a double use in there, doesn't it? If it becomes useless
Yep.
after. See, it's not a bad archetype at all.
Nah, that's not bad.
Alright, so I'm going to cop a fair bit of damage here. Looks like I'm down to 2,600 life points to your 6,900. So it's not looking good. I will get my Zeus back during the end phase, which is still going to be a massive threat. But looks like Mutant Fusion you're going to activate here.
Yep. So I knew you're going to get the Zeus back. So I summoned the Synthesis to pop the Zeus.
Off this fusion. Yes, that makes perfect sense. So you have to banish 2 from grave, and that allows you to summon the Synthesis.
So I think I used the spell. I think it was because you activated Zeus earlier. So that means the fusion spell is if you activate an effect during my main phase, I can fuse from the deck. So I think I sent the mist from the deck to fuse for a Synthesis.
That's very nice. So it becomes like a triple tactics talent itself. Broken.
I think that I remember thinking, oh, should I pop the Zeus beforehand or afterwards? And I thought, yeah, attack with it and then pop it because it's more damage.
Yeah, otherwise you'd be sending your own cards to the grave as well. You'd be losing, your looks like you got the negate on field and the Synthesis too.
Yeah, so Synthesis doesn't do anything much when it's on the field. Once it's on there,
just kind of protects itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is not bad in itself. Becomes kind of a small towers, I guess, as it were, unless something gets us a chain link 3. But looks like I'm just going to go into Borbo here. Good thing about Zoo is they're very easy to get a good top deck out of Zoo. Top deck a Monster Reborn or one of the monsters, and you can just go straight back into Zeus, which I think is a strategy a lot of the time. Here it looks like I'm going for a bit of a different tactic though. Might be going for the combo that okay, so I'm going to attach to the Hammerkong. Looks like I was going for the combo that ends in Megaclops, but looks like I messed it up a bit. Maybe because I didn't have Ram in the grave, I calculated it wrong. So we're just going to end on Tiger Mortar and the Hammer Kong here, which is going to give me protection during my own turn. But because I've already summoned the Borbo, I can't attack direct, so this was perhaps not the best idea that I came up with at the time. Kind of memed myself a bit. But looks like I'm going to summon, is that the Dryden? It is the Dryden. So I'm going to attempt to pop your monster here.
I think that resolved.
Maybe not, because is it Arsenal that couldn't be targeted?
It was the beast can't be targeted
Beast
by
can't be
monster
targeted.
effects.
Yeah.
So then you targeted synthesis after that, and
Yeah.
then activated the effect saying it was unaffected by monster
Yeah,
effects.
to protect him. Yeah, so I messed up pretty hard there. Spewing, and I'm sending more of my life points away just to get rid of this field spell, which is rough.
Yeah.
So, Dryden and Hammer Kong, it's not going to be able to get it over yours because they're, I think, 2.5 each attack, or 2/4 and 2/5 from memory.
That's it, 2/4, 2/5, yeah.
2/4, 2/5. Alright, so looks like I'm possibly thinking about overlaying the Dryden here. I do, okay, so I go for Vespinata. This is a pretty cool common that came out in one of the more recent sets. Just good damage, really good damage on the field, like 2/5 is heaps, plus piercing damage is nice, and it has a nice effect when it's, I think it's when it's destroyed. It can special summon a level 5 Alola from Grave from memory. I might not be 100% correct, but works well for the Zoo archetype, of course. Because then you can summon stuff like Ram, and then Ram gets destroyed, you can summon something else as well. Now, I do make a mistake here. You'll see that I overlay the Hammer Kong with Zeus, which I'm not actually allowed to do because Hammer Kong was revived by Charcanine. It can't be used as Xyz material for the rest of that turn, so bit of an error here. I think we catch it in your turn regardless, so it's not going to be a massive deal, which is good. Otherwise, it would have been an illegal play and a pretty unfair board wipe on my side. But yeah, we're going to catch it eventually. You're going to activate the field spell for turn here. Did you have any cards in hand at this point? I don't think you did.
I don't know. I don't think I did. I think because I checked my banished before, so I must have been trying to special summon the little one that was banished.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So that's from hand and banished as well. That's fantastic. Oh, there you go.
So, so there we go. The banished mutant comes back, and because it was special summoned, it should get its search.
Get another search, and I assume that you're going for the fusion here. I think that's why I'm picking it up out of Grave, because it searches for a spell or trap, this one. Yep.
And I can't remember what I got.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was the trap that shuffles back from banished, or do you not have enough materials?
No, that probably would have been the good one to get.
Okay. How many materials does the Mutant Cry need?
Mutant Cry, so that shuffles back into the deck from Graveyard and Banished. But then it just needs the fusion materials of the fusion monsters. So Synthesis needs 2 mutants with different attributes.
Yep.
I did get the Cry.
Yeah, that's right. And I think I'm taking back my Zeus here.
There we go.
I signed it wrong, yeah, so I'm sure that was a relief on your part for sure.
Yes, it was.
Big time. Okay, so you're actually going to get rid of the mutant Cry, but I'm going to strike that effect. Leave me on 100 life points.
And this bit I remember.
Yes, hard to forget. So the field spell has an extra effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the effect that I said wasn't even that good, but it would have won me the duel right here. I remembered.
Yeah, so what does the I suppose third effect of this field spell do?
I guess it's like the middle effect is you get plus 100 attack to your mutant monsters for every banished mutant with a different name.
Right, so it would have had an extra 100 attack here, putting it at 2/6 to my 2/5, is that right?
Oh, the different mutant cards. I think it looks like I got 2,
mutant card, not just monster.
3.
Okay, so yeah, more than enough for game. But
yep.
It appears that you've forgotten and you've attacked over my Hammer Kong instead.
I wrote it. I wanted because I forgot about it, so I was thought, oh, I'll crash the Synthesis because the Synthesis when it gets destroyed.
Yeah.
To get back one of the cards, so I must have thought I'll get the Cry back and I'll set that. and then activate the cry, and then I could make Ultimus. But
Yeah.
I realized, you have to destroy Synthesis for me to get the search, and that was
righto.
why I switched to Hammer Kong.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I 100% would have had game.
Spewing, and my top decks were pretty damn good. Got the Thoroughblood, allowing me to draw one, and then I top decked his eyes off of that, which is not good. Which is not good. So I tried to book Moon your Synthesis here, and you protected it with its own effect, which I think was
unaffected by spells.
That's right. Yep, unaffected by spells, but pretty sure it was bait, just so I could go into the Zeus and then clear the whole board.
That's what I thought. It's bait, but then I thought, well, either way, you're gonna make Zeus.
Yeah,
like,
you kind of
and do it anyway. I thought, I don't have enough. I just might as well activate it.
If it's face down, it's got no effects anyway. So
yeah,
there's that. All right, so you're top decking now into a. Is that a?
That was Gold Sark.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you banish off Gold Sark?
I think it was just Necroface.
Okay.
I think at this point, that's not really what I wanted the top deck.
Because there's
you
really,
can see what I think.
Yeah, there's nothing you can top deck that does anything immediately. Oh, sorry, there's nothing you can banish that does anything immediately, is there?
Oh no, I went for the DD Scar Plane.
So spicy. Go full metal all over again.
That was it. I thought, well, at least it'll come back. It might give me one more turn.
It'll give you something. A body on field is a body on field.
I think I must have thought, Necroface won't give me anything on the field, so DD Scar Plane at least will be there. And you attack over it. There we go. One more turn.
Yeah, buys your turn. Buys your turn. What's the next top deck going to be? Is it going to be enough to save you?
It was not.
Oh, it's a shifter.
There's a concede, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a good turn one, but unfortunately not. Not at the moment. So, yeah, regrettably, I suppose, game one goes to me. You would have had game. You would have had game.
Okay, it happens.
It does. It does. Misplays. Look, they happen all the time. I do them myself. So going on to game two here. We'll see who's. I believe you would have probably chose to go first. There's no real point going second against Zoodiac, is there?
Yeah, I think I elected. Yep. Going first. Activated D-shifter straight away.
Ooh, savage. This is a pretty good card that has been slept on up until recently in the meta. I've noticed a few more decks are starting to play the D-shifter now, which is a good idea because it just ends a lot of decks' turns. I was playing last week at locals against my friend Harley, and he was playing, what is it, Eldritch crossed with the zombie deck, and I activated Dimension Shifter in game one, and he just had to pass, pretty much. Because he had all zombies in hand, stuff like New Zombie and that, it ends their turn. It ends a lot of decks' turns.
Graveyard decks don't work so good without the graveyard.
Graveyard gone. Alright, so you're going to banish here, and your DD Scout Plane, which is going to come back during each phase. That is spicy.
That's absolutely why the DD Scout Plane is in that deck.
That makes perfect sense.
Is banish your cost, get a beast, it'll come back, and the beast can banish it again. That's great.
That is great, actually. The recursion of it.
And it's a soft once per turn.
Oh, really? Oh, so if you if you have multiple, you can summon multiple back.
Yep, that's
Brilliant.
Whereas people are running Keystone, and that's a hard once per turn.
Oh, it's add back to hand. Yeah.
So I thought DD Scout Plane is the exact same Keystone for cost, but you can have multiples, so that's why I use it.
That makes perfect sense. So you're not running the Keystone at all when you build?
No, but in this deck, on this duel, I had 3 DD Scout Plane.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Blast from the past, Invasion of Chaos. So I've got the Pankratops here, which was a very lucky top deck for me, and also a Borbo. So you have the Scout Plane, and is it a Beast on field by the look of it?
Yeah, it's a beast. It's the easiest to make.
Yeah, very easy to make, which is it's a good one to have. I mean, spell negates, you can't really argue with that. And it's going to get banished because of Shifter. And I don't think I wanted to banish your Scout Plane because I knew it would just float. It's kind of pointless. I believe I wanted to get the Beast off field to activate an effect, and it's going to be Harpies here.
And then I chained Cry?
The Cry, yeah. So unfortunately, my Harpies is basically going to do nothing.
So yeah, because you banish the beast, so the material there for Cry. I think Cry
Nice.
can go from field, maybe? I can't remember.
Might be able to. I'll have to have a bit of a read of it later to check. But you're obviously going to get the Synthesis out again.
Yep, and so it pops on special summon.
Yeah, it pops my Bulbo. And that's one of Zoodiac's big weaknesses, actually, is any form of spot removal or board wipe. And especially getting banished, that's really, really, really nasty.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to get another Desires here, banishing my 10 for cost, and hopefully I'm going to get the top deck that I desire. So to say, looks like I got a Tenki, which is good. It's going to allow me to search a Zoodiac monster for next turn, because I already normal sum this turn, so it's not going to be useful. Looks like I'm going to go for another Ram just in case you have a trap that would target me or something of that design. And I'm going to pass back to you, I reckon. Indeed.
Yeah.
So it's looking a lot better for you than it is for me. Pancratops is not a bad card, but it is a bad card against Synthesis. Because it can just protect itself, which is a pain. Absolute pain.
So here we go. I got another little mutant, so I'm assuming I'd probably banish that DD Scout plane for another beast, maybe?
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Okay, so I'm resolving the search on summon here.
Yep, so I definitely don't have Asher or anything like that.
We'll see if it's a spell. Okay, so it's a mutant ST, because I got a trap.
Yep, and the GB is the monster searcher, is it?
M, so M05. So it's M for monster, ST for spell trap, and then the GB is graveyard banished.
Oh, yeah.
Because it revives from graveyard banished.
Ah, genius. So their names have use.
So yeah, it's a little monster reborn in a monster, basically, the GB.
Yep. So you're going to get the beast out now, so you got a spell to get on the field as well as Synthesis that can protect itself from anything. It's not going to be enough to get over this Pancratops, though, is it? Damage-wise, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's, I don't have enough.
Pancratops speed down. Yep, I'm going to top deck. I'll probably summon the Ram from last turn. You'd think. Yes, indeed. So I'm going to go for the Ram here. See if that back row of yours is... It's probably that Mutant Cry, I would imagine.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm probably waiting for whatever you put out there to bring out another Synthesis to pop it.
So you can just pop it straight away. So I'm going to go for Hammerkong here. Into Borbo, a couple of materials. Probably attempt to enter battle phase at some point. So I can attack direct for the Zeus. It's probably better to pop the Zoodiac before I go into Zeus, isn't it? That way I don't have access to a board wipe yet. Looks like you're going for it here.
So I remember this, I guess I tried to go for this, I think, and then I realized I didn't have the material.
Oh, really?
Activated? Is that, or was that later?
It's possible.
Oh no, there we go. I can go from field with the trap then.
And it shuffles back. So you're getting all your resources back in the process, as well as summoning another Synthesis here, which is going to quick effect pop me.
And I'll go for the Zoodiac over the Pancratops.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
The DD Scout plane just hanged out there. Chill. And this bit I remember I was devastated because I thought, if I could, I was 100% going to make a VFD with the two Synthesis.
Oh,
yeah.
That would have been game over for me.
I was so sad about that one. I thought, I was hoping you hit the DD Scout plane for the damage.
So what does Synthesis do when it goes to grave? I know she took your trap back there.
Yeah, it recovers one mutant banished card.
There you go. So it's pretty much self-replacing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So you could use the Mutant Cry to shuffle materials, that are banished or engrave into deck, get the Synthesis, and then when Synthesis is destroyed by a card, is it? Is that what it says?
Yep.
Yeah, you can then get your Mutant Cry back and do it all over again. So I'm going to cop the triple tactics talent here because I used the Ash, and I'm going to have to chain my Pankratops just so you don't get it. Because I don't want you having that.
So I think I just went for the draw 2.
Yeah, because you don't have to choose until it resolves, do you?
And then I shuffled because probably searched for the little one beforehand.
I'd say so. So triple tactics been putting in work this entire duel so far.
It's the strongest card in the deck. So we got activated field spell, gave me a special summon of the little one.
Yep, and that's going to give you the fusion, and because I've activated a monster effect, you can then use the extra effects from that, can't you?
Yep.
Brilliant.
Then maybe that was the bit where I realized I think I wanted the synthesis, and then I realized that it was the little one and synthesis, and they're both water.
Ah, righto.
So I didn't have the 2 different attributes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Still staring down a synthesis and a couple of back row is it's quite scary. And I think we remembered the extra attack on the field spell this time. That's not something you'll forget anytime soon. Alright. What do we got? Avarice. That is a very good top deck. So I'm going to shuffle all 5 of my monsters in the graveyard into the deck. And hopefully get some good draws here.
Which you need. I've definitely got the advantage right here.
Oh, big time. Big time. All I need is a zoo monster, though, to swing it back my way. Unless you have the Mutant Cry set. That would be a bit of an issue. Yes, I do have the Thoroughblade. That's good for me. Looks like I'm not going to activate Thoroughblade's effect to discard and draw. I'm just going to summon most likely a Borbo. That's what you're going to a lot of the time. Hammer Kong into Borbo. Yep. Try to go to battle phase. It's a shame I haven't really seen Whiptail this match so far by the look of it. And there is the Mutant Cry.
I don't know if you used Whiptail.
No, I haven't yet, have I? Because that would really help out being able to banish your, the GBs and the STs and that sort of thing.
But the mutants can use the banished ones, yeah. It
doesn't make a difference. Oh man, that's so savage.
Okay, now this is the bit I think I realized I couldn't bring out a synthesis. Now I'm checking my graveyard.
Yep.
And it goes back face down.
So that's good news for me, because I would have just lost the Borbo here. Which would have sucked. But at least I'm going... Oh, okay, so there's the Whiptail. Speaking of that, so I'm going to go into the Whiptail on attack declaration. I'm going to banish your GB or ST or whichever one it is.
ST. ST's a good one. The spells, setting the spells and traps is what you want.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
But banishing that one, if I have another field spell, I can special summon that.
So is it on activation of this field spell? It's not a once per turn effect?
Activation.
Ah, righto. That's fair enough. That's gives it a bit more balance.
So you got another Zeus.
And you got another field spell anyway.
You Zeus.
Yeah, I'm going to Zeus here with 4 materials. You're going to protect your synthesis, and I'm going to Valor it.
Valor it. I think everything resolved in that, didn't it?
Yeah, so I'm going to get it, which is nice. That's good news for me. It's going to put you short on materials. Looks like you got 1 card left in hand. Let's hope it's a beauty. And it is a beauty.
It's the fusion, is it?
Yeah, that's the mutant fusion.
Yeah, it's the fusion, so because you activated Zeus, I can go from deck. Is that what I do? Or...
Oh yeah, I believe so.
I can't remember.
Well, I'm sure we're about to find out. Do I have anything to stop that? Probably not. I think I was debating Ash Blossoming this year, but I think I came to the conclusion that I couldn't.
I know you do.
I do Ash Blossom.
Oh no, I remember this. Yeah, we're trying to figure out if you could Ash it.
Yeah, because it doesn't say send, does it? I think we came to the conclusion that I could not Ash it because it says you can use materials from your deck. I could be wrong. Let me know down in the comments, you guys, if that is correct or not, the Ash Blossom on the Mutant Fusion. But yeah, I think between us we came to the conclusion that I couldn't do it, so it's going to allow it to go through here, which is good for you because it's going to let you summon the Synthesis, and then regardless if I try to use Zeus, you're just going to destroy me and protect yourself, which is very nice.
Well, I'm wondering here, because I activated the Synthesis before, so it's a hard once per turn. I wouldn't have been able to activate it's unaffected.
I see.
Is that?
Oh, you are using it.
But up, yeah. So it's first effect, I guess, is summon. It can destroy.
Yep. And the second is the protection.
Yeah.
Is it a hard once per turn or a soft? Maybe just a minute.
They're both hard once per turn.
Bit of a
but they're individual effects.
Righto. I'd have to actually read the cards, no, but it looks like it's going to go through anyway. I'm going to cop the damage, and me sitting a back row and a monster is not a good sign, especially when that monster is an Ash Blossom. Not nice. So I'm stuck top decking here, and unless I get a Zoo monster, it's not going to be good for me.
So Synthesis beatdown, is that?
It's Synthesis beatdown.
There we go.
Book of Moon. So I'm going to buy myself a turn here.
Oh no, I activated the effect. That's something.
No turns for me. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to scoop it. Alright, so you take game 2. You had, what was it, Nibiru and... Was it another beast in hand?
I think it might have been Nibiru and Beast.
Yeah.
I remember being impressed because you played around Nibiru every time.
You have to, Azu. Yeah. If you... Like, the only time you're going to play into Nibiru is when you're summoning, like, a 4 or 6 material Zeus, and I figure, my theory is when you're playing into Nibiru, they have a field set up, so you can still chain the Zeus to Nibiru regardless, and you're still going to clear their field. So, if you have to play into it to clear their field, that's okay, but you should never be summoning more than 5 Zoodiac monsters and, going into Dryden and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I think I'm just explaining the effect of Ram on the Dryden here, that it's got trap protection. You're going to go for your field spell here. Now I wonder if I'm going to pop it or not. I'm probably reading it for about the 4th or 5th time today.
I think the fact that I activated it and didn't immediately try to special summon means I didn't have one in my hand.
Oh, you're going
for
the
there we go.
Yeah.
So I'll go with the bottom effect, the shuffle one. I'll put it back in, draw one.
Which is certainly good. It's going to semi-mulligan your hand. You're actually going to draw what you need, so it's going to give you the monster that you need, but that is going to get Veiled.
Yeah, Veiler wrecks them.
Yeah, sad.
I can't activate the second effect.
Spewing. But Tactics!
Oh wow, Tactics, good card.
And I'm going to Ash the Tactics! Oh,
Ash,
no way.
also a good card.
I had all the answers, and then as another chain link, I'm going to Book a Moon your monster here. Yeah, so the triple tactics, unfortunately, isn't going to resolve. That would have been golden. Absolutely golden.
I think I needed it.
You've had that every game. You've had that every game, man.
So usually it's the D-shifter that's like stuck to my opening hand, but the tactics that day was just
absolutely glued. Absolutely glued. So it's going to leave you with a couple of set back row and pass to me, it looks like. I'm going to Dryden pop your field spell during end phase, so that there will be no more draw shenanigans for you. I'm going to go attack mode on my Dryden here. See if I do anything else. No, just going to attack, and out comes the Whiptail. There you go. So I'm going to attach the Whiptail, and I'm going to banish that. So we've got a Whiptail and a Ram under there, as well as I've got a back row, which is Zoodiac combo. So I'm going to attach yet another Zoodiac monster from deck to my Dryden. I'm going to attach the Cataroost just so I get monster targeting protection as well as trap targeting protection. It's going to make Dryden into a very beastly beast, so to say. It's got a decent amount of attack and a decent amount of protection. Hard to play through. So I don't go into Zeus. I think the reason for that is... Oh, wow. Okay, so that's another Whiptail getting attached onto Dryden. So Dryden's got to be on about... What would that be? 2-4 plus 400, 28 plus 800. Yeah, that's very decent. That's like 3,400 or 3,600 or something like that. So you're going to activate your field spell again. I think I'm going to choose to pop it here. Yep. So
Yeah.
you won't be able to special summon.
I think I remember this, yeah. And I pointed that out because that was what I wanted to summon.
And you're just going to pass, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into Tenki.
I remember this round 3.
Yeah, bit of a rough round 3. Unfortunately, you didn't quite draw what you needed. I drew what I needed in the Ash. You got the Scout play.
I think that was my conceding.
Yeah. And also the Nibiru in hand.
That's me explaining I couldn't do anything because you stopped me.
And that's going to be all she wrote, so I'm going to take it away in Game 3. Luckily, I must say, because Game 1, I should have lost. But it is what it is. Zoodiac's going to win this one today. But nonetheless, very good duel. I think Myutant is a very underrated archetype, which, you know, it's just one of those archetypes that does get slept on, and unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But
it's a good duel. It was a fun duel.
Yeah, it was a very fun duel. And that's about going to wrap it up for us today. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. I'd like to thank Skex for jumping on and commentating for me. You want to give a shout out to anyone, Skex?
I know, just Tomko Chan. Subscribe, like,
yeah, baby.
hit the bell.
Hit me up. Hit me up. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, do what Skex just said, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.